Hello everyone and welcome once again to Aviation A to Z. We are back again with another interesting quick concept, and this time it's about aircraft fire extinguisher. What type of fire extinguisher we use, why we use them, and some special insights from our side on it. So let us get started. First of all, to understand the fire extinguisher, we need to understand fire and how it is caused. So, fire is combination of three necessary elements or triangular things: heat, oxygen and fuel, and all three are mandatory to ignite fire. And if we cut off any one thing, then fire will automatically extinguishes. So you guys pause this video and let us know in comment section what we can eliminate most efficiently and practically. So pause it, and here's a 10-second timer to think about it. Now if you have already typed the answer, then kudos to you, and if some people like me who need more time, then they can still take it. Alright, the correct answer is oxygen. The most effective and practical way is we can cut off the oxygen from reaching a base of fire. Why can't fuel and heat? See, heat is already there, so you cannot eliminate it, and fuel is very flammable, so we can't do anything, but we can blow off the oxygen from that place. Everyone have done this by replacing oxygen to blow off the candles, right? Then happy birthday to you. Okay, bad job. Now, you know the purpose of extinguisher. Yes, it's to blow off the oxygen. Great. Now, how aircraft fire extinguishers are little special than common extinguisher? Let us see it. But before we understand them, let us see where it is positioned. Any guesses? Hint is where there is more chances of fire due to heat. Come on, it's easy. Yeah, it's engine, or we can say power plant, and in APU section, and also in cargo compartment. Why cargo? Because we can sometimes carry goods prone to fire and can easily catch fire, that's why. Alright, in engine we have option to cut off the fuel. Then why we use extinguisher? Think about it, and at the end of this video we will tell you the correct answer. So you have few minutes, keep thinking. Now here's the main question: why we use halon gas in fire extinguishing bottles? And this is also asked in interview, so please listen carefully. There are various types of fire extinguishers, but we will discuss it on another day. But today you understand we uses two types of halon gas. One is halon 1211, whose formula is CbRClF2, that is bromochloro-difluoromethane. To know wow facts, visit our A2Zblog.in website and read our latest article on fire extinguisher. The another one is halon 1301, CbRF3, that is bromo-trifluoromethane. Now what's the difference between them? Yeah, obviously the chemical composition, but also the purpose. The halon 1211 is used only in portable fire bottles, while halon 1301 is used in fixed fire bottles. The fixed bottles are in spherical shape. Can anyone tell why? Think about it. You have some time. Alright, time's up. It is because to release halon with equal pressure to quickly extinguish the fire, while the portable extinguishers are stored in cylindrical. It's also very effective but little slow, as person involved in extinguishing fire can handle it properly with little less pressure. Now question arises, why we use only halon? Why not other chemical? Because the biggest and most important property of halon gas is it is non-conductive and non-flammable. It's like Havells wire that don't catches fire. See, we can learn from ads also. Alright, besides the non-flammability, it chemically interrupts the fire triangle by eliminating oxygen from the base. Now what is so special about halon? See, if we use halon, then it does not left any residue in the environment and does not contaminate it, and does not cause secondary damage caused by residue from other extinguishing agents like carbon dioxide, CO2, and foam. Finally, let us see how it works. Both halon variants works by combination of chemical and physical effects. The chemical effects, which are dominant in their overall effect, are achieved by atoms in gas directly inhibiting combustion in two different ways. Bromine, iodine, and chlorine atoms act catalytically so that each atom participates repeatedly in scavenging of important free radicals from combustion gases. Then fluorine atom reacts with free radicals and forms strong chemical bond which neutralize combustion but can only do so once and are then consumed. Now, the physical effect is reduction in temperature and dilution of gas. Alright, too much of knowledge. Let me explain it in short. That it extinguishes fire more effectively and efficiently than any other elements in the world. I think you got it. Remember, halon can be very harmful if breathed. So, you must follow all the instructions and safety precautions for yours and others' protection. Finally, there are other alternatives to halon, but because of halon's universal advantage, they are widely used. But it's slowly being replaced as halon causes ozone layer depletion. It's harmful. That was all for today. I hope you learned something about halon's based fire extinguisher and its uses. And if you are still watching, then here's the answer to question asked earlier. Why we use halon in engine extinguisher despite we can cut off the fuel. See, the engine fire can be caused due to various reasons. Did you remember the recent incident of engine fire of United Airlines Flight 328? It spreads rapidly due to many fluid lines of combustible hydraulic fluid, engine oil, and fuel lines, and the wing is full of fuel. If delayed for a while, it can rapidly cause fire in fuel tank and it can burst the tank, and plane crash is for sure. So to prevent fire reaching out to fuel tank, we use fire extinguishers for engine. Alright, we will soon make videos on aircraft fire extinguishing system and other important systems to aware you about it and for safe working environment. Till then, you subscribe our channel and share this informative and awareing video with your friends and colleagues. See you soon. Till then, keep watching, keep learning, and stay safe. Take care.